Hi friends, my name is Ramesh. Today I'm going to teach you guys on how to create a simple loan calculator using Pictoblox. So before we start, as usual, we are going to open a new project. So as you can see, we can choose either block coding or Python coding. So for this project, I'm going to use Python coding. And then this is what you get when you open up your Pictoblox. So I'm not going to use sprite Toby as my sprite. So instead, I'm going to choose probably Hazel. Okay, since I no longer need Toby, so I'm going to delete Toby. Okay, and okay, let's start our programming in Python. So we have, as you can see in the row number 1, we already have Hazel as my sprite. Now I'm going to write a function. So before that, let's assume my function is called interest calculator. Okay. So since this is going to be a function, I'm going to define it as a function. Okay, and then so I'm going to define what are the variables that I'll be using for my function. So for that, I'll be using principal rate and also time. Okay, we already have our function defined, and then the calculation of the interest, the result, I'm going to call it as amount, and the calculation is very simple. So I'm going to take my principal plus with my principal multiply with my rate of interest and also multiply with time, and those things will be divided by 100 because our interest is normally, we use percentage for our interest. Okay, so that's it. So after we have defined our function, I'm going to call our result as return. It's going to return the amount. Amount is the total amount that a person is going to what do you call that? Okay, return amount is the amount that one person is going to return the money when he pays back whatever borrowing that he has borrowed from the bank. Okay, before we move further, I'm going to go through one more time with you guys on the variable that I've used. Here I have used principal. Principal is the amount that was initially borrowed from the bank or invested. So I'm going to denote my variable as principal here. For okay, next is rate. Rate is the rate of interest at which our principal amount is given to someone for a certain time. For example, normally the rate of interest we can say like 5% or 10% or 12%, depends on the bank, whatever interest rate that the bank is giving for your borrowing. And lastly, time. Time is the duration. Time is the duration for which the principal amount is given to return the principal together with the interest. And not to forget about the term amount. Amount is a loan when a person takes from the bank and he has to return the amount of borrowed principal amount that he borrowed, right? So plus the interest. So we call the total return as amount. Okay, let's move further of our coding. Now we already have our sprite. We already defined our function. Now I'm going to make our sprite to be more interactive. So for that, I'm going to call the sprite input. Input is a built-in features that users like us can input our answers or whatever things that being asked during the running of this program. So this is where all the interactive things happens. Okay, so sprite input. First we need to know our principles. So I'm going to ask please enter the principal amount. Okay. Then once the user inputs the whatever amount to the program, so we need to store that amount somewhere, right? So we are going to store it in principal, the variable principal just now. So principal equals to, I'm going to use float for this because float enables us to use decimal points as any number which has decimal points. We can use the data type as float. Okay, unless if you want normal round figured amount, then you can always use integer. Okay, so for this case I'm going to use float sprite answer. Okay, so whatever amount that is being keyed in or answered or cleared during the execution of this program, that amount will be stored in the variable called principal. And for this for this program I'm using float, so that decimal, we can use any numbers which has decimal figures. Okay, next rate. For that, again sprite in input. Sorry for my typo. Sprite input. We need to know the interest rate. Next, we are going to add. Okay, kindly let us know your, since Hazel will be asking, so kindly let me know your interest rate. Okay, kindly let me know your interest rate. Of course, again, we need to store the interest rate, so I'm going to store it in rate because we already declared the variable in the function. So rate, so since normally interest will be like 12%, 16%, 18%, or 4%, 6% percentage. When we talk about percentage, it is understood that the figure is in decimal figure. So of course it is better to use float, the data type of float, again for this interest. Okay, float answer. Okay, and lastly we need to know. Okay, we need another bracket here and here. Totally forgot about that. Sorry guys. Okay, lastly we need to know the duration given by the bank for us to return the money. So for that we will be asking the time. Again, sprite input. See, I forgot the what do you call that, opening damn, I can't recall the name for this. I think okay, we need to have the question in quotes. So correct. Okay, and then what? Where was I? Okay, time. Okay, enter the time. No, time, not time. Okay, so once the user inputs the time, we need to store the time as usual again, just like exactly like just now. So time equals to float. Sometimes when we talk about the duration given by the bank for us to return the money that we borrowed, sometimes it will be like 10 years or 12 years or 20 years, and most of the times it will be like 5 years or 5.5 years or 8.4 years, something like that. Okay, so based on that, I'm going to use float again because the whatever figures that the bank going to give us, or we would like the time to be written. It is always better to give in decimal point because we don't know whether we'll be returning exactly on let's say like 5 years or 10 years. So most of the times we will be like we will try our level best to pay off as soon as possible. So that's when the decimal point comes in. Sometimes we pay it off like 7.5 years or something like that. So that is why I'm using float for time. So okay, float. What for this is strike answer. Okay. Okay, so we are almost done with our programming. So finally, once we have gotten all the input, we are going to animate or some sort of like animation, a small built-in features that allows a Hazel in this case to talk. We are not audibly, but something like a cartoon when we watch cartoon or what. Okay, once we have gotten our inputs, our principal, our rate and time. Once we know all that, we can calculate the amount that is required for us to pay back to the bank, and for that Hazel going to let us know the total amount. So for that I'm going to program Hazel to let us know what will be the exact total payback that we are going to pay to the bank. So for that I'm going to program Hazel right now. So Hazel is she is a sprite. So sprite okay. So for us to let us know about the amount needed to pay back, so she has to say something. So for this case she'll be telling us what will be the amount. So let's program her to say total open the total amount to return or to total amount to pay back. Pay back is okay. And I'm going to make a space bar, and this part here, this is an empty space, and because I'm going to add join the answer with interest calculation function above. So for that the interest calculation, so we need this in string form. So we use str for string, and then this is the function that we declared just now at the top of this program, interest calculator. Okay, and then interest calculator principal rate close bracket okay. So the 2 is a delay. Okay, I hope it works. Let me see. Okay, all looks good now. Okay, so for this, to know whether our program works or not, I'm going to maximize the screen and let's test it out. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's run on. Please enter the principal amount. Okay, I'm going to enter, let's say 5,000. Okay, kindly let me know your interest rate. 5,000. So let's say I have 4% of interest per year, and then enter the time. So let's say the bank allows me to pay back for 10 years time duration. So the duration for me is 10 years. So what would be my total payback amount? Total payback is 7,000. Okay, that's it guys. As you can see, the program works very well. I hope you can try this program for yourself, and see you again in other videos. Bye for now. Oh guys, hold on. Before I sign off, there's one more thing that I want to do. So as you can see, Hazel's background is so plain white in color. I just want to change it. Okay, so the background, we go for stage. Okay, so I'm going to choose a backdrop for Hazel. So let's say I choose this place called Castle. Okay, so yeah, she looks nice in this place with this background. Okay, let's test the program once more before I sign off. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, please enter the principal amount. Okay, let's say 10,000. Kindly let me know your interest rate. My interest rate, let's say 5% per year. Enter the time, 10,000 with 5%. Let's say I was given 20 years. So what will be my total amount of payback? Total amount to pay back is 2,000. Sorry, 20,000. Okay guys. Okay guys, that's all from me. I hope you like my program, and do try it out yourself using Pictoblox. So it's very easy, very fun, and once again, meet you in other videos. Bye for now.